Today's episode is a double rant. Shed 17 and Project G-1. But first, I'm going to rant on Shed 17. Enjoy. Shed 17? More like Closet 666. This movie sucks. This movie ruins the original Thomas and Friends series, which is way better than this. And this one is the only scary horror documentary movie of Thomas and Friends. Because the movie involves a bunch of violence and scary things that involves it, including some deaths. Like the part where Edward blows his whistle and blood comes out. The second one is where Gordon just gets his body exploding. Percy's head gets cut off. Mavis's body explodes. Harold attempts to fly and blows up out of nowhere. And the last one is basically the most horrifying everyone sees at the end of the movie is this. This is just destroying people's childhood so many times with this. But as I'm considering, it didn't ruin mine. My childhood still is alive and it still stands. In which that being, I never saw this movie at all. Not even as a child at all. I hope this movie/video gets removed and deleted permanently so it will never happen again. In other words, I don't know who likes this movie, but do you know who hates this movie? Random Mario Dude 2004 Unleashed, Michael Fan 2013, Jay Kaiser, moved to another account aka Riley, and Dylan Simpson and South Park Collector. All of them made rants out of this movie. In other words, Shed 17 sucks. And so does Animation Domination High Definition. Anyways, the fact that SMG4 reached 4 million subscribers is so many times better than Shed 17. End of rant 1. Next, I'll rant on Project G-1. Enjoy. Project G-1? More like Object 1-0. This movie sucks. This movie is a sequel of Shed 17. Except it involves more violence, more deaths, and more other horrifying things you may never seen before. Like where Douglas gets teared apart and his skin and arms show up out of nowhere. The second one is where Edward and James get melted in the furnace out of nowhere. The other one is where Smudger gets taken off the shed and he becomes part of it and is taken off. Cranky blowing up and falling down to the ground in explosion. Other things like the actual Project G-1 monster is just horrifying because it has Gordon's head and has skeleton bones and engine wheels and has almost half of the other engines' heads and body skins. And Thomas, which is what he looks like in the Project G-1 movie, he just looks super ugly the way he looks, despite he looks like a creature and the way he's disgusting. It also ruins people's childhoods from this movie. In other words, I hope that video is also /movie gets deleted too. Anyways, I don't know who likes this movie, but do you know who hates this movie? Your typical tennis ball circle 2020. He made a rant on it along with Shed 17 and others. In other words, Project G-1 sucks, and so does Hero Brian. The fact that Diesel D199 reached 600,000 subscribers is also multiple times better, 600,000 times better than Project G-1. End of rant. Double rant. Next rant will be a double rant. Jack's Big Music Show and Peg Plus Cat. After the Jack's Big Music Show and Peg Plus Cat double rant. Another double rant. Wonder shows Zan and Don't Hug Me I'm Scared. After the Wonder Showsman and Don't Hug Me I'm Scared double rant. The Happy Time Murderers. After the Happy Time Murderers rant. Johnny Test. And after the Johnny Test rant, Charlie and Lola.